what they say. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but another podcast is good. Welcome to the 6th episode of the Thought Sprinkles podcast. I'm Caleb.
Hello, I'm Seth.
Yes, and it's October.
October.
We were just outside hanging up Halloween decorations.
Yes. With, they didn't provide us with any nails, so we got 2 big nails.
Yeah, so...
We didn't get 2 nails that were big, we just got nails that were too big.
Yeah, there were 2 giant nails. Yeah.
Whoa. Just checking.
Halloween is approaching.
Yes.
As we record, it is currently the 19th
Yes.
of October.
And in 2 days, we have to vote. Apparently.
I mean, you don't have to vote. People will be voting.
Yes.
Are you going to vote?
I don't know who to vote for yet. Just not Trudeau, because I don't want the same stuff to be happening all over again.
Oh, fair enough. I am not going to state my political standpoint.
Neither am I.
But if you're going to vote, be informed.
Yes.
Look at all the options. Evaluate all the candidates. Halloween.
Yes, Halloween.
Halloween is approaching.
Halloween.
And I'll probably be working.
Maybe I might be. I don't know.
I've only been trick-or-treating once ever.
Once in your entire life.
In my entire life, I've only been trick-or-treating one time.
What was that like?
Disappointing. It was back in youth.
Mm-hmm.
It was once again Halloween time.
Yeah.
And we were all gathering to go to John's house.
Mm-hmm.
As you do.
The house of John.
Yes. A dear friend of ours. But this particular night, a group of us decided, while we were waiting for more people to arrive, to go trick-or-treating in the nearby houses.
Mm-hmm.
So I went by a couple doors, and I must have been 16 by the time this happened.
Really?
Yeah. So trick-or-treating is magical because it's children.
Yeah. It's
going
for
around
kids.
getting candy. It's amazing. And I don't know, I just felt...
Blah.
I don't know. Maybe in my mind I built up this epic image of getting full-sized candy bars from people, but I think I walked away with like a bag of chips and like one thing of rockets.
Yeah.
So it was pretty not amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm sure lots of people have had great times trick-or-treating.
Yeah. My first time trick-or-treating, I was Robin Hood. And I think I still have the jersey that I wore.
You wore a jersey?
Well, we wore like a hockey jersey that way, cut with like the classic Robin Hood crenellations.
I see. That was a good word.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the actual term for it. Thank you, Shadiversity.
That's pretty cool. Robin Hood. Now I'm thinking of the classic Disney.
Yes.
Robin
1970. Hood. What's it?
It came out that long ago?
I think so. It was like in the same age after Disney had died. I was like,
oh.
Okay, hardcore Disney fans split all the Disney movies into different ages. You got the Golden Age when Disney was alive. You got the Dark Age after he died. You got the Renaissance where you get the Little Mermaid, Aladdin, and all those other things. The Renaissance, the post-Renaissance, which nobody remembers, and the Revival, which is now. So Robin Hood was in the Dark Age.
I see. But it was a really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said this on the podcast, or I might have told you already. But when I was still working at Tim's, a guest came in, sounded exactly like the sheriff from Robin Hood. Yeah, I swear it was exact. It's like, I'll get a large double-double. I'm like, What in the world? It was awesome.
Also, I came to this realization a little while ago. I haven't tested this out, but I theorize if you take the voice lines of Prince John and you put this sort of filter, it's going to come out sounding like Bane.
You put a Bane mask on anyone and it sounds like Bane.
No, like what this voice.
Oh yes, he has the squeaky voice.
Beautiful, lovely Texas, aha, aha.
The laugh.
Yeah, this just if they the voice sounds the same just without the cup,
without the mask. I wish I had time for like elaborate costumes and such.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do anything until like 2 weeks before, and that's not a good enough time to come up with a good.
No.
Suit.
At this point, I always just have to go with something basic.
Yeah.
And like really easy. So this year, if I do anything at all, I'm gonna go with Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Because that's easy.
This last year, I just had a homemade Infinity Gauntlet on hand, and I wore all black with the black cape. So I just handed out candy with my Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, nice.
But one guy who showed up, he didn't notice that I had the Infinity Gauntlet yet, and he's like, "Are you the Grand Wizard?" Whip out the Infinity Gauntlet. Oh, say no more. I just hit the mic there.
Pretty epic.
This year I might go as either Emmett or Wilford the Warftash.
The Markiplier alter ego.
Markiplication. Recently I went to see Ad Astra.
How was that?
It was okay.
It was okay?
It was rather... It was slow. Like, it was a bit like a poetic movie, but poetic in the sense that it wasn't very... I was like, trying to think of an example. It looks like in the same vein of Interstellar, but I can't say because I haven't seen it.
You've never seen Interstellar?
No.
Oh, Interstellar is amazing.
Now, this one is kind of slow. It's very, very realistic, sort of. But I think the most interesting thing is the moon. Well, at the point the movie takes place, we've landed on the moon. We've started colonizing the moon. We started colonizing Mars, and there's a station on Neptune looking for alien life. And the scene spent on the moon is very interesting. It doesn't really move the plot forward, but it just gives you a sense of how we've colonized it. Basically, there are turf wars happening.
Good old humans can't escape civil war.
Like there's war for land, and basically there is a moon station. Basically, imagine the airport, the interior of the airport with all the shops and the restaurants. It looks exactly like that, except just a tiny bit more futuristic. So they have, basically, we've taken all our problems with us up to the moon.
Of course. That's one of people's biggest fears for real life moon colonization, which is a topic that is legitimately on the table, and which I, in particular, I am excited for. But humans are stupid.
Yeah. Humans is dumb.
Humans do stupid things. Yeah, I don't know if it's wise.
Yeah. But they do have a subway up there.
Well,
my question is,
then,
do they have to ship all the ingredients up to the moon for Subway, or do they have to grow them all in their own little fake gardens?
Fake gardens. I almost lost the word.
Yeah, it was like a arboretum that you set up on the moon that's like a controlled climate, but...
Well, that's what we'd have to do, because shipping all Let's say even if let's say there is a subway on the moon and they have to get stuff shipped from Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say even if they were doing that once a month, they were getting shipments.
Yeah.
The cost would be so ridiculous.
Yes.
Subway would go out of business.
I mean, in the movie, they can get to the moon, get from Earth to the moon in like a matter of minutes. And it takes
Right.
about a month to get from Mars to Neptune.
They're making pretty good time, actually.
Yeah. But he has to spend that whole month by himself. Which
Ooh,
they...
dun dun dun.
Although that's not the entirety of the movie, but
No. I haven't seen it, so.
it's okay. It's not terrible. It's not spectacular.
You want a really slow movie? Have you ever seen 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I have not.
It's really good. It's in my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, but it's slow.
You have to be prepared
Mm-hmm.
because it is incredibly slow. I think the first like 5 to 10 minutes is just a blank screen with like a drum roll playing. it's so.
I thought we were talking like Star Trek, the motion picture slow.
Dun, 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 brum, brum,
I just blew out the mic. Yeah, the mic's still working.
That'll
But
sound
like
funny.
in Star Trek, the motion picture, like the scene where
The
they
docking scene.
get... Yeah.
Oh,
10 whole minutes
so
of just
long.
docking.
I love those movies
I
too.
appreciate that for realism, but in cinematic context, no, sir. That'd be unacceptable today.
Unacceptable.
Inconceivable.
I love The Princess Bride.
Yes. We're just all talking about movies.
Oh, sure.
All right. Well, what did you have prepared?
Nothing, man.
All right.
I saw The Joker
Okay.
the other day. It's very good.
Very good.
Very well done. I very interesting take on the Joker. They portrayed his most often when you are talking about the Joker,
Yeah.
he's just a crazed maniac. Often he's fallen in a vat of acid and
Yeah.
made him go crazy.
I think they only took that approach, the vat of acid thing, once. I think they only
Yes.
took that approach once with Suicide Squad, and that version
Oh
didn't
no,
work.
they did that in the 80s too.
Really?
Yeah. With
Because he had the crazy smile before he painted his face white, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
In The Dark Knight, he's crazy, but ultimately he's just political. But in this new movie, it's a mental illness that he has. It's sort of like schizophrenia, which is very misunderstood.
Yes, it is.
I don't have any qualifications to talk about it on a scientific level.
Do
but
I?
the gist is he has something like that. And they do it very, very well. It is rated R.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite violent. It's just really good. I
Yeah.
enjoyed watching it.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that disappointed me is there was a lot of people laughing in the theater, but it is not a comedy.
Yeah.
So
They would have been laughing at.
like whenever the Joker would laugh, people would laugh as well.
Laughing is contagious.
Yes, although in the context of the Joker, it's not supposed to be funny. I don't know. Maybe I took the movie too seriously,
Yeah.
but in either case, really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely would see it again.
Yeah.
And would highly recommend.
Hmm.
If you're of age to see restricted movies.
Yep. If you're not in the age to see restricted movies, you could probably look forward to, I don't know, say Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog, huh? When does
Yeah.
that come out? Is it already out?
No, it's coming out in 2020. But
They pushed it back. Well,
they've redesigned him,
They
finally.
They did redesign him, and he actually looks decent.
Yes.
I will say.
Like, he does look like he
They
was
got the
taken
eyes
straight
right.
out of- They got the gloves.
They got the hair right.
Mhm. I think they got the shoes right.
Good, because listen, the Sonic games are actually kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I like playing Sonic games. But this redesign, we'll put a picture of it up maybe.
Yeah.
It actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Dr. Eggman does not look good, but I am excited for Jim Carrey to be playing him. Jim Carrey is just awesome.
Yeah. If he hadn't done the Riddler, I think he would have made a good Joker.
Maybe. You know, Jim Carrey can do anything, so I'm sure he could have pulled off an awesome Joker, although his Riddler was, in my opinion, fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm about to open a bag of Sun Chips. Watch this.
Sunny Chippers.
Hopefully that sounded crunchy.
Sunny Chippers.
How would you describe the sound of a bag of chips opening?
Crunchy?
I also want to say crunchy, but it's weird because it's more
Crunchy,
of a crinkly.
Crunchy, crinkly, squeaky.
Squeaky.
Mm-hmm.
Metallic, almost.
Scrunchy. Did we say scrunchy?
No, no, I don't think
About
so.
squinchy.
Squinchy?
Like, remember when I coined squinch? Squinching my
Squinch
face.
is a good word. Let us know in the comments what you guys, how you guys would describe opening a bag of chips.
Okay. Just to get
some ASMR for you guys.
just to get them thoughts sprinkling.
Get them thoughts sprinkling, yo. Yeah, but are they gonna put out a new trailer for the Sonic movie?
I don't know. All I want to see is the original trailer, just with a new redesign.
I don't know, man. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
As much as the redesign does look better, it does not look like a theater watch for me.
Yeah. I mean, I think the main turnoff for me is that you bring this completely fantastical character that cannot exist in the real world, you put him into the real world. And if that's your premise, then you are doomed from the start.
Yeah?
Like they did that with He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. We all know how that ended.
He-Man, I have the power. I love old 80s cartoons.
Apparently they're planning on doing another He-Man movie. Again.
He-Man. I love He-Man. But just like old He-Man.
Hold on.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
You got Transformers. You got
Starscream.
You got
all the toys. All the
Hercules. Yeah. Everything had action figures.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing.
Either
Action figures.
the show had action figures or the action figures had a show.
Exactly. Did you ever have like action figures growing up?
Do have a couple.
Oh yeah, you got this guy.
Oh yeah.
Cupsa.
Okay, a little history lesson.
And now a history lesson with Seth Dunham.
Leslie and I I still have this little action figure dude. He came with he's basically a fighter pilot he's making the grumpy cat face.
It's very funny.
And he's a pilot figure, and he's got this small little red plane that used to have a sticker on it that said Core, C-O-R-P-S. And I thought it said corpse. So he went by Corpser, and Leslie
Gave him this iconic voice.
I'm gonna let her do it when she gets back.
It's pretty good.
And she used to shoot, like, we filmed adventures of him flying around the house, always crashing somewhere.
I've seen some of the videos and they're pretty good. I never really had action figures growing up.
About action figures. Star Wars action figures. Back
Ooh.
when I was younger, I still have a Luke Skywalker one in there. It's in his episode 5 uniform. That one has very good articulation. Like, you can turn his elbows. He's very posable. The ones back in the day, when it first started, the ones from Kenner, you can only... Like, they have the mobility of a Lego minifigure.
Very basic.
And all the ones that they're making now have that exact same mobility. And it frustrates me. It's like
How
if
hard
you...
is it to add a joint?
It's like... I feel like they're trying to stay true to the original, but they're just taking it too far. Like... What are your
People
thoughts on that?
collect action figures.
Mhm.
It's crazy. It's a huge business. There's action figures that are hundreds of dollars that are just
Yeah.
uber realistic.
All the ones for Infinity War and Endgame.
I got ones for Star Wars, like the super high class Darth Vader action figure. It's like this tall. I'm
Okay,
talking
that's
like,
like
half a foot, maybe
Yep.
maybe a little bit bigger.
foot and a half.
Foot and a half? No,
There's like
maybe a foot.
that's a foot.
Yeah. Okay. Now that we got our measurements correct.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm not much of a collector of things except for
I-
garbage.
I collect those Metal Earth things behind you. Sometimes, if there's a good model.
I like little puzzles.
They had... I was waiting for them for the longest time to come out with a DeLorean one.
That'd be cool.
But they do have one. And A, it's not from Back to the Future. And B, both doors are stuck open.
Still, a DeLorean's a DeLorean.
Yeah, but... People look to DeLorean for Back to the Future.
Well, exactly. That's
Yeah.
that movie made it iconic.
I don't worry, I have my own Lego DeLorean that I built by myself.
Looks very good.
But
You had the original set, eh?
yeah, but I found it was a bit too big. So this one's smaller. And is not the same as the original.
No. There's very obvious modifications, but looks good. Oops. we stalled there for a second. Hold on, I need to bust out my list. So, when I was younger, this doesn't have anything to do with action figures or movies. This is
Okay.
a completely new topic.
Good topic.
When I was younger, every lunch I took to school was all homemade. Other than like the occasional granola bar or a yogurt, but other than that, sandwiches were. It was always a sandwich, a granola bar, and some sort of fruit. That was my lunch from grade kindergarten to grade 12.
Yeah.
Man, but when people walked into school with corn dogs,
Corn dogs.
yeah, corn dogs. Man, I thought if you had corn dogs, you made it.
Yeah.
Like you were rich.
The ultimate accomplishment in the universe.
Your family must
Corn
be
dogs for school lunch.
Yes, your family must be rich if you have corn dogs. But I have corn dogs now in my freezer at home,
Yeah.
and they're so cheap.
Yeah.
They're so incredibly cheap, but they're also incredibly unhealthy, which is probably why my
Yeah.
mother never did that.
Mm-hmm.
They're so horrible for you, but man, are corn dogs tasty.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a corn dog?
I'm not even sure I've ever had a corn dog.
You've
ever.
never had a corn dog?
I don't know if I have or if it was so long ago that I don't remember. But
Dang. Well, you got to get yourself some corn dogs,
Yeah.
brother.
Mhm.
It's they're pretty magical.
mm-hmm.
It's like Twinkies, except with dog.
Twinkie dog.
A Twinkie dog.
Twinkie dog.
Ooh, could you imagine a hot dog inside a Twinkie dough?
Inside. I'm thinking of other processed things that you could put it inside.
Okay, what things could you put a hot dog inside?
I'm thinking
Dorito powder.
Dorito powder, ketchup, chocolate sauce.
What? What did you think?
I was just thinking of things to
Hot
submerge
dogs,
it in.
chocolate sauce, you know. That's There's always hot dogs at my chocolate fondues.
Yeah.
What in the world?
I was just thinking of things to dip it in.
I mean, yeah, you could technically dip hot dogs in chocolate sauce, I guess.
Or if you could put it in like angel food cake.
Man, you're just on a dessert tangent.
Because Twinkies are technically a dessert, aren't they? Or
Oh yeah, well, like,
yeah. I'm just going off.
have you ever
of
had a
that.
Twinkie?
No.
Oh, almost everyone I run into, and we end up talking about Twinkies, has never had a Twinkie. They're so awesome. It will change your life.
Yeah, I think the first time I ever heard of a Twinkie was either in Wally or in Calvin and Hobbes.
They're very horribly delicious.
Which is not good.
Oh, it's good.
It's good, but not good.
Oh no, it's good. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, you got two things to try now: Twinkies and corn dogs, but not at the same time.
Also, that reminds me of a list of things that I need to try out.
What? List of things. Let's get a list of things.
I have not had Eggs Benedict,
You've never had Eggs Benedict
Nope.
either? Okay, classic, very good.
Elvis sandwich.
Oh, is that? Oh, I know what an Elvis
That's
sandwich
the
is.
banana, or it's banana.
Peanut butter and bacon?
Yeah, banana, peanut butter and bacon. I've never had Chipotle.
You've never had Chipotle?
Nope.
Chipotle is one of my favorite sauces of all time.
There's also a Australian candy bar called Violet Crumble, which I want to try.
I've also never had Violet Crumble.
Yeah, I think it's. I've also never had an egg cream.
Egg cream?
Yeah, it's like
Like the cream eggs?
no, like in Spider-Verse, I like to drink egg creams and fight Nazis. I think it's like
I do not know what an egg cream is. Is it like eggnog?
What is an egg cream?
Here's some information.
All right.
Okay. An egg cream is a cold beverage consisting of milk, carbonated water, and flavored syrup. Despite the name, the drink contains neither eggs nor cream. But it's milk and carbonated water.
Yeah.
The
it's
thought
like-
of carbonated milk just sounds so horrible to me.
yeah, it's just. It's like I think back in the day they had chocolate soda,
Yui.
which was actually a thing.
I witnessed my brother drink ranch soda one time.
Ranch soda.
Yeah, ranch flavored soda. This
It's not appetizing at
boy,
all.
my brother loves ranch. Like he'll drink it straight from the bottle. Something is wrong with him. So
I think
it's disappointing.
one food. Like, what's the one food that if you start eating it, you can't stop until it's all gone?
Chips. Oh man, if I open up a bag of chips, I haven't touched it yet, but I know that if I take one chip from that bag, it's just gonna be nonstop crunching in the mic right now.
Yeah.
So I'll wait till after.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm like binging a show on
Yeah.
Netflix.
I
Just chips all day.
Swiss cheese crackers.
Swiss cheese crackers for you?
I think by Kraft or Christie.
I know what you're talking about. They come
Yeah.
in a blue box.
Blue box, and they're shaped like Swiss cheese, but
They
if I
smell pretty gross, but they taste delicious.
Yeah, if I start one, I can't stop.
Oh man, they're pretty good. Although I used to not like them as a kid, but
Also, mini cookies.
mini cookies in like the individual bags kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Do you like ice cream?
Yes, I do.
Like if someone was just like, "Hey, do you want a bowl of ice cream?" Would you take it?
Any circumstances I should know about?
No, it's perfectly good ice cream.
Okay.
There's nothing
Then I
wrong with
would.
it. Nothing sketchy about it.
I
It's just
would.
ice cream. For me, it depends.
Unless it was pistachio.
I've never had pistachio ice cream.
Or, no, not pistachio, green tea.
Oh, green tea. It depends. I don't know.
Green-
Ice cream is very mood dependent for me.
Like, they have Kit Kats that are minty green. You assume that it's mint chocolate, but no, it's green tea. Which is disappointing, because I wanted a mint chocolate Kit Kat.
And then you get green tea flavored Kit Kat.
I've never had it, but the mint M&Ms are good.
Mint is very iconic flavor.
Yeah.
I like minty things. Except for mint chocolate ice cream. That stuff is garbage.
You don't like mint chocolate
no,
chip ice cream?
I don't. I don't like chocolate ice cream in general.
Oh.
I never have, and I still don't. Last time I tried it, it was the same thing. There's just something not chocolatey about it.
I figured out once that mint chocolate chip ice cream and peanut butter ice cream seem to go very well together, oddly. It's like two extremes existing in harmony. Am I being picked up?
I'm a fan of sorbet.
Sorbet.
Yes. It's kind of like ice cream, except way better.
Sorbet gelato.
Yes. It also works with citrusy flavors. So I'm a fan of that. Yeah.
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 At McDonald's, the McFlurry, you can customize that thing infinitely. You can have
Which is amazing.
an Oreo one with M&Ms and caramel and chocolate and
All those
Rolos,
things.
which is not good if you're trying to avoid diabetes.
But if you're in the market for diabetes, then a McFlurry with all the things on it is for you.
Just have it like once a month.
Yeah, once a month. Keep you healthy. Keep your immune system in check.
Yeah.
Your clock is makes a very iconic sound.
I shall demonstrate. Not entirely sure if that picked up, but
Well, we'll see later.
yeah.
In post. In the
There we go again. It's not doing anything.
in the vein of talking about action figures and other such childhood toys,
Yeah.
what we may have already mentioned this, but underrated or forgotten childhood toys that maybe, I don't know, maybe they were rare or not a lot of people had them, or just perhaps forgotten with time, but were actually super awesome. Anything come to mind? I think of Hot Wheels tracks.
Ever see the video of a guy who set one up on the beach?
I've seen many Hot Wheels tracks videos because somewhere way deep inside me, Hot Wheels are cool.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, Matthew McCormick.
Yeah.
Oh wait, was his name Matthew? Adam. His name was Adam. Adam McCormick. His brother's name was Matthew. Adam had so many Hot Wheels and all the tracks. Every time I went over to his house, we'd set up a giant track. It was awesome. Yeah, only 2 other friends of mine had Hot Wheels. They're really cheap and easy to play with.
Yeah. If there's a Hot Wheels DeLorean.
Oh, there's-
DeLoreans again.
There's definitely a Hot Wheels DeLorean. You know, it's a whole thing for people to customize real life cars to look like a Hot Wheels model.
Really?
It's crazy. people they go to extreme lengths to customize these cars. Like they'll build them basically from scratch just to get it to look right. I respect that a little bit, but man, I could not do that. The amount of time and effort.
Yeah.
I do not have that kind of attention span. Did you ever play with Beyblades?
No, I didn't. Never played with Beyblades or Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh.
I never got into card games really as a kid either. That was
No.
so
Never got
aggressive.
into anime, never got into video games, never got into card games.
Beyblades was one of the things that, first of all, we got them banned from our school.
Yeah.
But they existed for a brief period of time, and man, we'd go outside and just have battles. Someone would
Yeah.
bring their little arena, their plastic tray, and we'd all these like grade 2 and 3
Yeah.
kids gather around and just let her rip. Watching them go around in circles.
I wonder if they've banned Ninjago now because of that. Because it works on the same principle, right?
I remember that there was a small group of kids at our school that they would sit in this one corner of the school, a very specific corner,
Yeah.
and just play Ninjago all lunch. I had a few. I played with my siblings mostly because we all had like one little set or whatever. Lego was huge in our house, as you also love Lego.
Yeah.
Lego's so iconic.
Yeah.
Nice. You're full of the yawns today. You've been sitting over there just yawning left and right.
Yeah.
That was a good sound effect. Do that again.
I can't do it. I got to swallow.
It's got to be pretty... That's pretty good.
Okay. Is this what the Is this what the podcast is now? Just
No.
us making noise.
We're always making noise. You know, language is weird.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever think about that? Just the
A
odd...
little bit. But
It's
we've
just-
become so accustomed to it that's not just noise. It's just.
No, like I understand the sentence, I want a carrot. I know exactly what that means. But to someone who doesn't speak English, that means absolutely nothing to them.
Yeah.
I might as well just be going, and they would be identical to them. Same when I hear another language. To me, it just sounds honestly like noise. But it's all symbols and
Symbols
labeling.
and elements and
It's
codes.
yeah, basically. But it's so fundamental. Sometimes it blows my mind. Every once in a while, I'll be listening to something in English and just... I don't even understand. I'm like, what in the world did you just say? Like, it'll, like, unhinge. Have you ever gotten that?
I don't think so.
No, it's really strange.
Like if I'm not paying attention, it's just
Like, I could, sometimes I am paying full attention and it'll just drop off. And it's like I'm listening to someone speaking a different language. I'm like, what the heck? Very briefly, but every once in a while it happens. It hasn't happened in a while, which is good because it's very confusing.
yeah.
But man, how do people even come up with languages? Like, do they just start like spioink?
I don't know.
Why, that's not invalid.
I mean, that kind of works. But the way we English got it, we stole.
We English.
We just stole all our syllables and words from other languages.
Yes, English
Like
is
carrot
stupid.
is un carrot. Like it's Latin.
There's
French,
so
Germanic.
many. It's a mosaic of languages to create English. But like an original language, like let's say Japanese or yeah, let's just stick with Japanese. Who said the first word?
I don't know who. Like, who's the first guy to say arigato?
Arigato, as in thank
Arigato.
you. Word, like how early on did language become a thing? Seems like a very controversial topic. Not enough information. It varies with different beliefs as well. I don't know. There's no easy answer, apparently. That was a very odd sight.
I was just filling with the mic with my head.
Yes.
That's how bored I am.
Dang. Well,
That's how aimless I'm feeling right now.
we dropped off. We had a good end with a story.
Yeah. Only 46 minutes.
Maybe this one's a bit shorter. You also got to get moving here pretty quick.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for sticking by this short little podcast today. Do you want to tell a story, or shall I?
Question is, do I have a story?
I have many. Hero of None. This one is awesome. This happened a couple summers ago. Hero of None. I'm very proud of that title. So we're on summer vacation. We went out to a place called Christina Lake.
Yes.
It's a very nice place, actually. I'd like to go there again. I think my mom's cousin or something owns an RV lot there.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Anyway, so there's a beach there at Christina Lake. And every day we'd go down to this lake. And we'd swim in it and have fun. Or I tanned a little bit on the beach and hung out with the family.
Yeah.
And this one particular year, we brought a beach ball.
Yeah. Beach ball.
Classic item to bring on a summer vacation.
Yeah.
So we're throwing around the beach ball. All of a sudden, I don't know if one of the kids just let it go or what, but the beach ball is now floating off into the distance, seemingly deeper and deeper into the lake. Some of my siblings are freaking out. They're like, "Oh, we're never gonna get it back. How? Why?" And I immediately jump into the water.
Yeah.
And I start swimming. And I'm doing the arm thing, and I'm doing the breathing. I'm swimming, and I've locked on. And I can almost hear like an epic soundtrack playing behind me as I'm traveling after this ball, and I'm swimming.
Yeah.
I imagine like there were people on the beach like, "Wow, look at look at that guy go." Probably this didn't happen, but that's how I imagine it. And I'm swimming, and I'm feeling all heroic, and I feel like I'm getting stronger, and I'm catching up to the beach ball, right?
Yeah.
I can see it. My eyes. I'm catching up. I'm catching up. And the music is playing louder and louder. And then the ball stops on someone's dock. And all of a sudden my feet hit the ground. I'm in shallow water again.
Yeah.
And I stand up, and I grab the beach ball, and I look around. And it's on the beach still. We're by a dock and the beach still.
Yeah.
And I'm tired, and I'm panting, and my arms hurt, and my legs hurt, and I'm out of breath.
So you just swam across the entire lake.
I swam across. No, I did not swim across the lake.
Okay.
What I really did is I wasted my time.
Yeah.
Because ultimately what I could have done is just walk down the beach to that guy's dock.
Yeah.
Because you could see it from where we were sitting, from where our little like picnic blanket was
Yeah.
on the beach. Man, I put in so much effort to chase down this beach ball, which I thought was just going to go way out into the middle of the lake. It was Christina Lake is a big lake.
Yeah.
But no, I could have walked down the beach just following the ball until it stopped at this guy's dock. I felt like such a hero.
Yeah.
Swimming after this thing, so much effort, all for naught. Nothing heroic was done. So I remember shamefully walking back with that. I was like, because I knew my whole family was watching.
Yeah.
I did this stupid thing.
I was like, victory!
Oh, yeah. A classic waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how that story goes.
No moral to it?
Oh, the moral of the story is always wear your shorts.
Yeah.
That's
Alright.
the moral of the story.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yep.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And ring that bell.
Ring the bell. Get notified when we upload.
Because we just uploaded this morning, and we still haven't gotten any views, I think.
Yeah, guys, we need views, or else our dignity goes down.
Yeah.
Oh, we have 1 like on it.
Nice.
No comments though.
One like, no comment.
comments. Episode 4 doesn't have any comments either. Guys, go spam the comment section.
Spam the 4th episode.
Yeah. Any last words? Any last words?
Push rock die.
What? I wanted to say cheese.
Okay.
Yep, bye.
Bye. Bust out the list.
I need to bring my list back and forth. What did I write down? Oh.